We start off Wrestlemania 42-92, the moment we've all been waiting for. John Cena appears as the host for the second time and says that 91 was a lot, but to be honest, 91 wasn't a lot, 91 was just garbage. Then he welcomes everyone to Wrestlemania 42-92, pyros everywhere. Then we get the first match, none other than the Beast, Brock Lesnar versus the ruler Obafemi. German suplex after German suplex, uppercut after uppercut, F5, and then Oba was just no selling Brock's moves, hits Brock with a choke slam, lifts him up, and hits him with the fall from grace. I mean, Oba is awesome and Brock is awesome. Like Brock sold it, and Oba pins the Beast 1, 2, 3. And you can see Poema is even shocked at what happened. The next big thing, Obafemi has emerged and he starts beating his chest. I wanted him to win, and shout out to Brock for putting him over. Even Oba gave Brock his crown, like gave him his flowers, showed him respect, they paid him homage for passing on the torch to him. Then, the crowd, they are just cheering. Then Brock takes off his gloves, takes off his boots. Then he hugs Poema. The crowd is in shock, emotions. Brock kissed the ring, the crowd chanting, "Thank you, Lesnar. Thank you, Lesnar." I mean, why not? He put a lot of people over and he's done a lot in his career. Then we got the second match, the IC title ladder match. Jabo Evans hits JD McDonald from the ropes. Rey Mysterio hits Dragon Lee with his 619 through the ladder. Rey Mysterio puts Rusev through the ladder, knocking him out cold for a while. JD McDonald hits the Spanish Fly on Dragon Lee. I mean, sport after sport, moment after moment, holy shit after holy shit. Penta hits JD McDonald with the Mexican Destroyer from the ladder to another ladder. Ladders everywhere, everyone had their moment to shine. Then Rusev, gets hit with the OG cutter from none other than Javon Evans. Honestly, I wanted Javon Evans to win, but too bad. I mean, he didn't win. He was about to climb the ladder. Penta hits him with the Mexican Destroyer from the ladder, then climbs up and grabs the title and retains. Well, I knew this would happen. I said either Penta retains or Jebo Evans wins, and yeah, Penta retained. Then we move on to the third match for the United States Championship. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Iliachi helps Trick, he gets involved, attacks Sami. Trick hits him with a kick, goes for the pin. Sami kicks out. Then Trick, goes for the trick shot as Sami is struggling. Sami ducks, goes for a roll up. Trick kicks out. Then Trick goes after Sami. Sami then, ducks, hits him with the exploder. Then the crowd was just booing. Sami then gets hit with a trick shot and cover 1, 2, 3, and we have a new United States champion, none other than Trick Williams, Trick Ene, Trick Willie, and he whoops the gingerbread man, Sami Zayn. So glad to see him as the new US champ. Shout out to Liliati for helping him. Sami is looking at the light. I mean, dude, just go back to catering, man. Then, Trick Williams stands tall after celebrating with his family and Liliati, his friend, his boy. Then we move on to the fourth match, the Demon versus Dominic Mysterio in a street fight. I mean, the decision was made in last minute. Dom puts the Demon through the table. We got 619. I mean, the Demon, sends Dom into the ring post, with a chair on his head, puts him through the table with a coup de grace, pins him and gets the cover. One, two, three. The demon prevails. I mean, obviously, I knew the demon would win, but I mean, I expected it to be a squash match. But anyway, moving on. I mean, what's next for the demon Finn Balor? Probably to go after mid-card title or try and go after the world title. But I mean, I don't see him becoming world champion. Not in this era. I mean, Dom is hot. Then we got the fourth match, or should I say the fifth match? I mean, yeah, Rhea Ripley versus Jay Cargill for the Women's Championship. Michi and Bifa come to interfere. Jade hits Rhea Ripley with a move from Kenny Omega in AEW. Rhea kicks out, one wing danger, yeah, and Rhea kicks out of it. Jade distracts the referee, tells Michi and Bifa to get Rhea. The ref catches both of them. None other than Io Sky, the genius of the Sky comes to save the day, attacks BFAB, attacks Michi, you know. Then she goes on the ropes. Jay tries to kick her, she ducks, then lands on both Michi and BFAB. That was a good spot. I mean, it's too bad she's not in the Mania card. Rhea then headbutts Jay, goes for the riptide. Jay counters her, hits out the big boot. Then, she goes for the jaded Rhea counters her, hits her with the riptide. I mean, the spot was very good. One, two, three, new women's champion, Rhea Ripley. And now she's the four-time women's champion, yeah. It's good to see Rhea with the title. I mean, Jade didn't do anything with the title. She only had one title defense. So let's see how Rhea's reign will go there. She celebrates with Io Sky. They tell each other, I love you, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it is what it is with these two, man. Then the moment we've all been waiting for, the main event, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman turns Punk, trash talks him, grabs him as he stuck, starts punching the crap out of him, like sucker punching his mouth with Superman punches, other Superman punches. I mean, this was awesome, man. This was fantastic. Like, Roman, bruh, is just something else. Like, one of the greatest of all time, for sure. Roman there, after busting Punk mouth open, hit him with the steel steps. I mean, the ref didn't even count this as a DQ. I saw people online saying that this should have been a DQ, but they just ignored it. I mean, it's the main event, so what do you expect? Then Roman, starts trash talking Punk, like, saying this is what you get if you mess with the tribal chief, stuff like that. Punk is bloody, bruised, battered, his head, his mouth. Roman starts punching him. I mean, bruh, you could see the animosity and the hatred in this match. Roman then says, piece of shit goes boom, hits Punk with a power bomb and puts him through the table. I mean, bruh, it was awesome. Like, it was crazy. And Roman stands tall, as the crowd acknowledges him. Man, I love this, man. Seeing Punk bruised and bloodied and battered. I mean, seeing him cast out, while Roman was still active. Roman then goes for the spear. Punk hits him with a GTS, falls on top of him like the old tank he is. Roman kicks out, which is what I loved. I mean, man, this match was great. Like, it was something else. Like, we got another GTS from Punk to Roman. Roman kicks out. Then Roman, grabs Punk, starts shoving his head and face into the mat. Then Roman says it's time to go to sleep, starts taunting Punk, mocking him, about to deliver, the GTS. Then lifts him up. I mean, look at the strength of the OTC 111, man. He, raises his one finger to the sky for the crowd to acknowledge him, goes for a GTS, Punk counters, he hits him with a roundhouse kick, goes for the pin. Roman kicks out, Punk is shocked. Then Punk, turns Roman, goes for the Superman punch, hits him, goes for the pin. Roman kicks out again. I mean, bruh, the crowd were just into this. Then Punk, grabs an Father from the fans, trying to get in Roman's head, while Roman is the one who was in control and composed. Roman then counters him, counters his spear, goes for the guillotine, guillotine. Punk counters, goes for the Anaconda Vice. Roman, counters, goes for the guillotine. I mean, how long has it been since we saw this submission maneuver? Both of them are down, they've thrown everything they had at each other. Then they start talking trash at each other. Roman calls Punk a bitch. Punk says, Come on, Roman, I'm still here. Then he headbutts Roman and he regrets doing that. I mean, do his on spaghetti legs. Then he throws his bandage on Roman, goes for underhanded tactics, hits Roman with a low blow, and the ref saw it but ignored it. Lit him up, hit him with the GTS. I mean, what a piece of shit, just like his friend could use. Roman kicks out, awesome to see. Love that from my OTC 111. Then Punk, put Roman through the table with an elbow. I mean, received after received. Lifts him up, hits him with the GTS. I mean, bruh. Then Roman lands on Punk's shoulder, just like I said, landed on his shoulder as Raw debut on Netflix. I don't like this spot, honestly. Then Punk, fades. He just gasses out. I mean, Roman then hits him with a spear. Then, Punk is trying to get up. I mean, he tries to fight back, and Roman is just looking at him, like with anger and hatred in his eyes. He goes for a punch but misses. I mean, dude is fucking exhausted. Roman then hits him with a crazy ass awesome spear. One, two, three, and the new World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC Roman Reigns. I mean, now WWE is cool again, and he's brought it back to relevancy. Awesome main event.